Good morning, people. Good morning, people who want to move forward in life. Here we are once again. Today is December 6th, 2023, 19 days till Christmas. Time to get the shopping on. 19 days till Christmas. So, yeah, right. Okay, 19 days till Christmas. So, here we are at Department of Career Services, where our goal is to help you get from where you are to someplace better, point A to point B, help you learn the tools and how to use the tools to get you from where you are to where you want to be. Good morning, Wada Bebby. Boom. Hope all is well, etc. Hanging on by our fingertips, etc. Wada Bebby. Yes. Okay. So today is Wednesday. That means it's our volunteers breakfast at the Methodist Church here in Pahrump. 8 o'clock. All are welcome. All are welcome. 8 o'clock. We might go to the new building this morning. So that's good, but let's get started. So this is a podcast, a 2 plus 3 part podcast. We do 2 parts here, we do 3 parts after. The instructions are down below. Those of you who've been here before, you know what to do, you know the routine. The other people who don't know, you can go to any video from a month ago and we go through every morning. Here's how to do each step. You can do that. See how we do each step, or you can follow the instructions down below. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. 5 steps every morning, every day. When you do this, should be in the morning, but some people can't do it in the morning. But it's 5 steps to prepare for the podcast, prepare for the day. Number 1. 2 is to start with an attitude of gratitude. 3, to review yesterday. 4, to plan for today. And 5, to project the day and then go do it. So let's start with our breathing exercise. And we start with an exhale, get all the air out of your lungs. Then it's going to be a double inhale to make sure our lungs are fully filled up. You fill them up as much as you can, and then you do a muscle contraction, get even more air in there, and then we let it flow out, fall out through our mouth, using our stomach at the end to get rid of everything, and then immediately into the second breath. So it looks like this. No, exhale. Okay, there we go. So I got a double dosage, not just the breathing, but today I'm starting Dr. Livinggood. Shameless plug for Dr. Livinggood. Probably should have put that on here, but Dr. Livinggood about health care, not sick care, health care. And this is a cocktail of apple cider vinegar, pepper, cayenne pepper, turmeric, cinnamon, and a little bit of honey. Quite flavorful in hot water. So a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar, a lot of water in there, about 16 ounces of water. So kind of cool, good. So I feel that. I feel the burn. All right. So step 1 down, breathing. After the podcast, we are asking that you do your attitude of gratitude, which I've already done, review of the day, which I've already done, and project, which I will do after. So what's up? Let's get started. All right, today's theme is the IKEA effect. The IKEA effect. What is the IKEA effect, you might wonder? And the rest of our videos go into that. Why do we place disproportionately high value on things we helped to create? So in other words, you could buy a piece of furniture, let's say it's a bookcase, or you could make a bookcase. The bookcase you make, you're going to appreciate even more than the one you buy. Darren Hardy talks about that in his video. I have attached a link to the spreadsheet, today's worksheet, an article from the Decision Lab. Why do we place disproportionately high value on things we help create? The IKEA effect, named after everyone's favorite Swedish furniture giant, describes how people tend to value an object more if they make it or assemble it themselves. More broadly, the IKEA effect speaks to how we tend to like things more if we've expended effort to create them. Okay, so that article goes on. The IKEA effect, though. So what does that tell us to do? That tells us to get engaged doing things, not just spending money on people doing things. So here's an example. Here is the back of the new business card. My new business card. Here's the back. And you can see the logos of the projects we have. Thriving Warrior, Sharpen the Saw, novum-u, Love Thy Neighbor. And it has active QR codes. Who thought of that? Well, who had to think of it? Why? Because we had a need. Because oftentimes I'm talking about each of those different projects. And of course, now is the age of networking. You want to capture people's identity, et cetera, et cetera. So that was the thing. Here's the front of the card. Here's the front. Okay, it's the spark plug. It's the spark. So these are the cards I'm going to be handing out. But more than that, I wanted to see how they looked and how they felt. I want to get Wadabevi's opinion of this. We're thinking about having these made for each of our people, our team leaders. So like Arden and Matt, not so fast. Okay, maybe not Matt, but Arden for sure. And everybody else, Wadabevi, Marin, all of our people, totally LOL. Okay. Jeannie, get Jeannie some cards out there so she can pass them out. And what's ignition spirituality? It's the spark. It's what gets people moving. It's the IKEA effect. Right. Okay. So you appreciate things that you do more. So this took me about 1 million hours to do this. Not quite 1 million hours, but it took time to do it. And I looked at other samples because when I was in law school, the idea was don't think you can create the best legal brief. Do your research, find the best legal brief, then polish it, modify it for your needs. And special shout out to Lucy, who came up, who did an AI thing and got the first spark plug, a black and white version of that. So cool. Right. All right. So the IKEA effect. Next, okay, plan for day, planning stage. It's simple. What do we say? We say something great is going to happen to me today. And I had some really good things, really great things happen yesterday. Good meeting with doctor. Had a dash back for lunch meeting with the Catholic Church priest, Father Bruno, and his Knights of Columbus people regarding the grant and other things we're trying to do to help us. That was good. Then I had to dash over to the Honeysuckle building to meet with somebody from the Potter's House Church. Potter's House. Yes, a TD Jakes, part of TD Jakes mega church. So we had to dash off there to go in. I got the key, virtual key. I got the key to the building, so now we can work on that. Um, then I dashed over to the house that the doctor's interested in purchasing, took some pictures of that. Then a little bit of work. Then I went to Nevada Outreach, had a good meeting, saw Kathy McKenna, my hero, Kathy McKenna there. And next, I got back here. Then I went to Bible study at Trinity Church. So it was a very action-packed day. A lot of great things happening. Getting the key to Honeysuckle, boom. Getting Potter's Church, mega church, to say they want to take the Honeysuckle property, boom. Father Bruno saying yes, boom. So it was a good day. Arden also moved to Frank's house. Special shout out to Pastor Frank Esposito for stepping right up and helping out. Okay, where are we doing on time? It's such a runic grind. 11 minutes. Okay, what else do we got down below? So today is day 3 of week 1 of our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Day 3, week 1. This is about addiction. Johann Hari. Everything you think you know about addiction is wrong. Great video. The experts who've been doing deep dives into particular things generally tend to say, we think he nailed it. We think he actually figured it out. Why? Because of who he was. He had the motive, because his career got destroyed because of addiction. And B, he had the training. So he had a problem to solve. He had the motivation because he had to figure out why he did this. He had the means. He had the money to do the work, to travel around the world, to talk to people. And he had the training to figure it out. He had the high enough IQ and the actual formal training from Cambridge on how to do it. So it looks like he's got it. And sobriety is not the opposite of addiction. Connection is the opposite of addiction. So most people have some area that they have an addiction to, and that is just kind of could be food, whatever. That's the body non-thinking behavior to get us to do things that make us feel better. So in this case, it's the release of dopamine to get you to do things that you really don't want to do. So our body's hijacked. And we usually do it when we are isolating, when we're alone. We prefer the company of our addiction over the company of other people. So a very good one from Johann Hari. Let's see what else. Seth Godin, here's an interesting one. Hope and expectations, they're not the same thing. Hope can fuel us. Hope can be refilled. Hope opens the door to possibility. Expectations, on the other hand, are a trap. They make us brittle and lead to disappointment. When we raise our hope and lower our expectations, we establish a resilient way forward. Okay, good. So there we at. Okay, we are almost 14 minutes in, so we're going to say bingo, bango, bongo. Call it another day. Please see the description down below. Thumbs up, share, like, bell, do all of those things. Remind yourself, because I can promise you, if you do this every day, repetition, if you do this every day, you will proceed on your journey. If you don't do it, if you do it sporadically, it's not going to have near the same effect. The multiplier effect is there when you do it every day. That I'm going to say shalom, and until tomorrow.